You wake up and everything feels normal. The ceiling fan turns slowly overhead. Outside, somewhere down the block, a car alarm has been going off for what sounds like hours. It is a Tuesday morning in late October, and for a few seconds, the world is exactly as you left it. Then you notice the silence beneath the alarm. No voices, no distant traffic, no dogs, no doors. You check your phone. 17 missed calls from numbers you don't recognize, all placed sometime after 3 a.m., and then nothing. Dead air from every contact on your list. You try calling back. The calls connect, ring once, and stop. Not voicemail, not a busy signal, just silence, and then the soft automated chime of a disconnected line. You try again. Same result. You try a dozen numbers, 100. By the time you walk outside in your bare feet onto the cold pavement, you have already begun to understand that something is wrong in a way you don't have language for yet. The street is empty. Not in the way streets are empty at 5 a.m. on a Sunday when you can still feel the weight of people sleeping nearby. Empty in the way a stage is empty after the production has ended. Chairs knocked sideways, coffee cups left on counters, engines running in parked cars as if the drivers simply stepped through some door that only they could see. A school bus sits at the corner with its hazard lights blinking. The door is open. Inside, a backpack has spilled across one of the seats, and a thermos rolls slowly back and forth across the floor. No children, no driver. You walk for 3 hours before you accept it. That is the strange thing. Not the shock, which comes later, but the disbelief, which comes in layers, each one thicker and colder than the last. The first layer is practical. You check the hospital 6 blocks east. Empty. The emergency room doors slide open automatically, and the lights are on, and the monitors are beeping, and there is a half-finished cup of coffee sitting on the nurse's station desk, still warm. You walk every corridor. Nothing. The second layer is fear. You run back outside and scream. Your voice carries across 4 city blocks and hits nothing. No echo from a human voice. No window opening. No one calling back. Just the mechanical sounds of a city running without anyone inside it. The hum of power lines. The distant sound of a traffic light cycling through its colors. A television behind a second-floor window cycling through emergency alerts that no one is reading. The third layer is grief. You sit down on a bench outside the hospital and stay there for a long time. By the afternoon of that first day, the practical instincts begin to take over. And this is the thing that saves you from complete collapse. You find a sporting goods store 3 blocks south with its front door propped open, and you walk through it slowly. You take a sleeping bag, 2 wool blankets, a hand crank emergency radio, a water filtration kit, a flint and steel, and 6 days of freeze-dried food. You go back for more. You find a pharmacy and fill a bag with first aid supplies and medication. You find a hardware store and take a generator, enough fuel to run it for several weeks, and every battery on the shelf. You work with the quiet efficiency of someone who knows, without quite saying it aloud, that no one is coming. That evening, alone in an apartment you did not live in, 20. While 4 hours ago, you eat a cold meal in the glow of a battery-powered lantern and listen to the radio cycle through static. Nothing transmits. Not a single broadcast on any frequency. The silence is complete, and it is global. In the days that follow, the loneliness operates differently than you expected. It is not loud, and it is not dramatic. It presses against you slowly, The way water pressure builds at depth, not crushing all at once, but constant and growing heavier the further down you go. You find yourself speaking aloud to no one, narrating your own movements because the sound of your voice is the only confirmation that you still exist. You make coffee in the morning, not because you need it, but because the ritual is a rope back to before. You keep the lights on all night. You sleep with the radio on, even though it transmits nothing, because the static is warmer than absolute quiet. You begin leaving notes on the doors of buildings, on car windshields, on the front steps of houses. Your name, your location, the date. A message to whoever might come, if anyone ever comes. You check them each morning to see if anyone has answered. No one has. By the end of the second week, you have established a routine. You wake at first light. You walk the same 4-mile loop through the neighborhood, checking for any sign of another person. You return, eat, spend the afternoon gathering supplies and moving them into a single location you have decided to treat as a base. In the evenings, you write. Everything. What you saw, what you felt, what the world looks like without people in it. The handwriting is unsteady at first, and then it steadies. The notebooks stack up on the kitchen counter beside the lantern. You do not know who they are for. You write them anyway, because the act of recording what happened feels like the most human thing left that you are capable of doing, and you are not ready to stop being human.